So now after we identify the domain and range, let's actually determine if these graphs that we see here are functions or not. So a relation, everything on this page is a relation. A relation is a function specifically if none of the y values share the same x value. So what that means for you guys is the x value can't repeat, and if you're looking at a graph, you can't have the same x value go with the same y value. So we sort of have a test for this, and it's called the vertical line test. So if you can draw a line and it passes the vertical line test, it's a function. So like for letter E, I'm going to do this one first because it's one that doesn't pass. This one doesn't pass the vertical line test because you can draw a vertical line and that single line that you drew touches your function more than once. It's sort of saying that x value of 2 shares 2 y values. So this one would not be a function. So we can sort of draw a straight line and see, does it hit our graph more than once? Because if it does, it's not a function. So like if we look at letter A, nowhere on that graph only hits once, hits once. You can't draw a vertical line for that graph where it would hit it more than once. So since it passes, that one is a function. Letter B, nowhere on there can you draw a line where it hits the function more than once. So it too, or hits your graph more than once, is a function. Letter C is a little tricky. So it actually is a vertical line. But what that means is if you draw a line on top of it, it hits all those times, like an infinite number of times it hits that graph. So this one would not be a function because that x value of -5 has a lot of y values that it shares. Letter D, draw a vertical line, hits twice, doesn't pass. That guy would not be a function. We did E, F, only can hit it once. That guy will be a function. No x values have more than one y value with it. And then the last three, G, yep, you can draw lots of vertical lines. None of them hit more than once. H, same way, it's a diagonal line, but still can't draw a vertical line through it where it hits more than one time, so he is a function. And so is your last one. Can't draw a vertical line and have it hit that graph more than one time. So you can tell if a relation is a function given ordered pairs or a graph. You just have to look at it to see if you can find any x values that share more than one y value. We usually do that by drawing that vertical line just as a visual.